I just didn't want anyone to do what I was doing to myself, and I wanted to save people from going through the pain that I went through, because it's just really, really awful, and I just don't want anyone to do what I did.
I wasn't born with an eating disorder.
I wasn't born hating what I saw in the mirror. I wasn't born fearing every calorie that entered my body.
I wasn't born classifying food into good and bad categories.
I wasn't born feeling that the fat in my body was proof of my inadequacy.
I wasn't born obsessing over the size of my thighs.
I wasn't born thinking I'd never be good enough.
We absorbed this anxiety over time.
362436 is a 90-minute theatrical play based on the real-life experiences of its writers, 6 women and 1 man with various forms of eating disorders.
I think the status of eating disorders now is that it's so much more prevalent than any of us are willing to admit.
It just like hit me. All the friends that I had and past boyfriends, I was like, actually, you know, they had their own issues, not the same ones that I had, but they had their own body issues.
Culturally, we have some ideas of what one might look like. There really is no specific look. Most bulimics are actually of normal weight. They may be binging and purging all day, every day, but they may look normal to you.
People of all races, all colors, all educational backgrounds, anything, can spend their entire life struggling with something that, you know, other than in their own mind, doesn't really matter.
So, remember those guys from the bar last night?
Oh God, those guys.
Yeah, well, one of them comes over to me and says, "Hi, it's Stan. We met last year at a Christmas party." I pretend to remember. "Oh, right, hey." He says to me, "Wow, you look really great. Have you lost weight?"
Have you lost weight?
Yeah. So basically he was telling me I used to be fat. What, was I fat before? Am I fat now? Am I fat now and I'm just less fat than when I was really fat the last time he saw me?
Oh my God!
What I loved about this play is that we kind of have a great way of bringing out the sense of humor of it at the same time, a very dark comedy, and that invites people in.
I think that it really just does a wonderful job of showing that everybody is affected by eating disorders. There were some scenes, you know, say of characters at the gym when they're running and they're just obsessing about how they have to exercise that way, and I think that we can all relate to scenes like that.
Eating disorders are ridiculous, and you do ridiculous things when you're suffering from them.
Hello, I'm the president of Tiny Co, and I've made it my heartfelt mission in life to ensure that no dieter has to go through the hassle of worrying about every little calorie each time he or she is faced with the stress of a meal. That's why I invented Slim Dip, the 5-second sugar-detecting strip. Let's take a look at this all too familiar example.
Hey Veronica, you're looking great these days. Are you on a diet?
Sure am. I cut out all fruits, fats, sugars, starches, dairy, and protein. But you look great yourself.
Well, thank you. I'm trying a new regime. I call it the 4C combination. Coffee, cigarettes, cocaine, and cola. Diet, that is.
That sounds like my kind of plan.
To a new us.
Stop! Are you sure that's Diet Cola?
Or regular cola.
The one thing that really surprised me about 362436 was how, both within the writing and the acting, they got it.
I was most surprised by really how close to home it came and how much it hit me. I was there with several other friends who are in recovery, and we were just all floored.
They really showed what it was like, and not just for one aspect of an eating disorder. They showed, you know, various aspects and different behaviors, different mindsets that go into your life when you have an eating disorder.
Amy Brown, are you feeling lost, confused, not living up to your utmost potential? Well, me, my ladies. I'm depression, but you and I go way back.
Hi, I'm exercise.
Hi, I'm binge.
Howdy,
restriction.
Well, and hi, I'm Purge.
Sometimes people come up to us saying things along the lines of, I didn't realize that what I've been doing would even possibly be considered kind of gateway behavior, if you will.
It's a very slippery slope from dieting into obsessive exercising into obsessive dieting, and the next thing you know, you've really fallen into something that is destroying your life.
The constant thinking about it, so that there's no room for other things like creativity or study or relationships, where the eating disorder has become so profound that is the relationship.
I love seeing you like this. You're so beautiful when you're happy.
As opposed to...
Shut up.
Nick, should really get some work done. God, are my hips really that big?
They're just right. A little something to hold on to.
Nick.
What?
I'm sorry.
Focus. Look, I don't want to do this if you're not into it.
No. I do.
The biggest misconception about eating disorders is that it's all about food and all about being skinny.
If you suffer from an eating disorder, you suffer from it because there's something very deep inside you that causes you a lot of pain.
Feelings of failure, confusion about your purpose in life, where you belong, and feelings of worthlessness and inadequacy. And I think these are feelings that most people can relate with.
You have to get off your ass and do something. It doesn't matter that you have the flu.
Yeah, we ate that half box of saltines this morning. We have to do something to work them off.
Absolutely not.
What's the point of getting up?
We should order some food. What is it they say? Feed the flu and starve a cold?
I believe it's feed a cold and starve a fever, but my motto is starve yourself all the time and you'll be safe.
Let's warm up some soup.
Soup would make getting rid of the saltines easier.
Ooh! Let's look up calories on the internet.
Ooh, what a brilliant way to waste time. You're so pathetic.
All right, Gigantor. Let's do 100 crunches so your stomach doesn't turn to complete mush while you're sick. Up, fatty. 1. Exhale, up. 2.
You really are pathetic.
Elbows back. 3. Up. 4.
My hope is that enough people could see it that it could open a wider discussion about something that really needs to be talked about.
I think 362436 would be a great educational opportunity to have in schools, in colleges, universities. It's special in a way that most eating disorder things aren't, because it's something that someone with an eating disorder can see and not be triggered by. And what I mean by that is that someone can see it and not want to go back into their own eating disorder. It really shows what it's like and how it's not fun, and it's not a place people want to go, from a place that also shows people who haven't had one what it's like and how to understand it.
It's not that hard to develop an eating disorder. It's living with it that's the problem.